talked about TJ Dillashaw earlier. Do you think he's going to get the winner of your fight, or do you think he should have to fight someone else? What if you were the matchmaker? What would you do?
If I'm the matchmaker, he's got to fight somebody. He's been out for 2 years. There's been too much that has happened, and he got beat the last time he was out there. So, in my opinion, he should have to fight somebody. But he could. You know, the UFC is just about dollars these days. So if they think he's going to draw, even though people know he's a scumbag, they still will tune in to watch him. So,
do you think Aldo's the fight for him, or do you think there's someone else, maybe Rob Font? I don't know. Is there a fighter in there that you think would make a good return fight for him?
Ooh, Rob Font or Aldo would be fun. I think, because I don't think TJ would straight up box with Rob Font. He's got too much length on him. That would just be stupid. He hits hard. He's got some big hands. You know, like he's actually got some big clubs. So that wouldn't be smart. But the Aldo fight, that could be intriguing in terms of two older guys that have been around for a while, even though they're not old, but they've been around for the game for a while, very familiar names. I think that's a big fight to make. Former champion versus former champion. I think that's a huge matchup. And then whoever wins could be right there next in line again, you know, especially depending what happens with my fight with Jan, especially me after when I dethrone Jan. You know?
Were you surprised to see Font finish Moraes as quickly as he did?
Not really. Honestly, no, I hate to. I'm not trying to kick a man when he's down, but I've always said Moraes is human. He had 3 fights where lightning struck at the perfect time for him, where he got guys out under 2 minutes in each round, which is unreal, unheard of. You never hear of anybody taking out guys within the top 5 or top 10 like that, back to back to back, and that was impressive. But his fights before that, his fights at World Series of Fighting, if you look back at those performances, they were all pretty normal performances in terms of like, yeah, he's good, he can fight, but nothing stands out other than his explosive power and then his gas tank. And then the other thing was he's gotten finished a couple times, TKO'd a couple times. And I think that goes to show, like, when the tough gets going, you watch some of those fights on YouTube, when he gets hammered, he doesn't like it and he tends to fold. It's either that or he just can't take a shot. So you factor that in and you do your homework, you know what you're getting when you look at Marlon Moraes. Marlon went immediately for the takedown. We knew why he did that. And for him to go and do that, and as soon as he got up, because actually as soon as Rob Font escaped and got up, he shook his arms out right away. And that was a big tell that this guy's tired. And from there, Rob just put it on him. And he threw a spinning wheel kick, and then from there, got touched up again. The uppercut sat him down, and that was pretty much it. And I don't think he gave himself enough time to recover from the last fight. And sparring. When he knocked me out, I didn't do any sparring until maybe when I fought Brett Johns, maybe 3 weeks before the fight, and I sparred maybe once, like once a week, and it was just strictly wrestling. Touch gloves, I'm circling, I throw a hard jab, you throw something, I slip underneath, and I'm taking you down, and I'm wrestling you the whole time. I didn't give a shit. I just need to be in shape, just know I could wrestle, and I would just do all my cardio on the pads and everything else, and what we call the puke drill. So I gave myself the adequate time from December to April, literally taking no strikes to the head, and the only strikes I took were in that fight, which was almost little to none.